Hey guys, it is Alayo and Wemi here, and we are doing our 3-month update. Can you believe it's been 3 months since we had him? My goodness. We didn't do a 1 month or a 2 month update because, first of all, 1 month was just, we weren't ready for that yet. And that 2 months, that came like this and left like this. I was writing a blog post on a 2 month update on him, and I still haven't finished, and he's 3 months old, so like, it's just been crazy busy. But I promised that I would at least get a 3 month video in. I'll work on a 3 month blog post. But let's get this started. So first things first, I feel like my necklace just isn't right. You guys will forgive me if it's not. I hope you do. Hey, that's not nice. You're getting sleepy, aren't you? Yeah, you're getting sleepy. We just finished taking his 3 month photos. You gonna eat? So anyways, let's get started. Or not. Sorry, I thought you were done. So first things first, we'll start off with feeding because that's already just happening right now. Whoa, sorry. Let's start off with him. So Alayo was born on March 16, 2016. He came in weighing in at 5 pounds and 1 ounce. He was born at 34 weeks and 2 days. So he was preemie, but he came in pretty hefty. Which is crazy because if he had stayed in, full term, I don't know what he would have weighed. But that's all right. He came out and he did great for preemie. They kept him for a few days in NICU just to kind of until he learned to eat properly, and he did that very quickly. So that was awesome. So as you can see right now, he is being fed, and we're feeding with formula. Before I get any bashing out there, if you guys do watch our videos, you know that I was quite sick at the end of my pregnancy and after I had him. So due to just all those complications, my milk never truly came in. Like at week 3 or 4, sweetheart. At week 3 or 4, I was still like through my hand expression, because hand expression is like the best to get a lot out. Through hand expression, I was still getting drops. Like it was that bad. So my milk just never truly came in, and obviously he needs to be fed, so he was being fed formula in the hospital while I was still sick. So just kind of kept that going when I was trying to get my supply up, and my supply just never increased, so we just kept the formula going. So he is a formula fed baby, and he's doing great. We feed him Similac Advanced because that's what they use at the hospital, and it worked well with him, so we figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we've left that alone as it is. He's currently drinking at about 4 to 5 ounces of feeding. Today he's been cluster feeding. Like he's probably had like 7 ounces right now in the last hour. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he's passing out. Hi, sweetums. Hi, sweetums. You want to look at the peoples? So yes, as I was saying, he is formula fed. And with being formula fed, we feed him what I just said. We use Similac Advanced, and yeah, I don't really have much to say on that other than those things. He's gaining weight properly. He's doing great. I believe right now he's currently measuring at 25 inches long, and I didn't weigh him today, but when we did weigh him on his actual 3 month, he was at, I believe, 11 something. Don't remember very well. So he's doing all right. Might have been 12 actually. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So that covers his feeding and all that good stuff. How has he been as a baby? Gosh, I gotta get myself in order. It's been a while. He's been a really good baby. What can I say about him? So in terms of sleeping, sorry guys, my shirt just like feels like it's hugging me weird. I apologize if that looks weird on camera. So in terms of sleeping, He's not sleeping through the night yet. We're getting about 4 to 5 hours at a time. He'll sleep for that long. He'll wake up, he'll feed, go right back to sleep, which is awesome. In the middle of the night, he goes right back to sleep, and then he'll wake up again, you know, like 6 or 7 a.m., at which point he's ready to play. So I usually bring him into our room at that point and just kind of play with him a little bit. I'm still very sleepy at that point, but I'll still engage him a little bit, and then he'll tire himself out and fall asleep and take a bit of a long nap, and then he's usually up for the day by like 11. So I just said bring him to our room. He currently sleeps in his room, in his crib. He's been sleeping there since we came home, day 1 of being home. We put him in his crib, and he's been doing great with that. No problems at all. Like, we dim his lights down to low. We leave them on, but they're dimmed pretty low. And yeah, no problem at all being by himself in his crib. He's really good at soothing himself to sleep right now. Meaning, when we put him in his crib, when he's still awake, he'll, you know, chat, he'll look at you, he'll watch you, leave the room kind of a thing, and then he'll slowly drift off to sleep. So he's kind of mastered that for now, and we're really happy about that. During the day, he does take his naps. As I said, he takes one long one in the morning, and then a few like cat naps here and there during the day. And then he has a longer nap in the evening, which he was late for today. Hence why he's already asleep right now and not participating. No participation marks for you, sweetheart. But yes, so that covers his sleep. He is getting his like 10-hour stretches at night kind of a thing. Like, he's covering the hours of sleep that is required for his age, which is really good. And yeah, so I think that checks off sleep. We can talk about clothing and diapers and all that. We use Pampers. We're in size 1s. And it was recommended for me to use Pampers because it's better for boys, I was told. So I just kind of used it, and it's worked great for him. A friend of mine actually gave me a diaper, a Huggies diaper today to try. And I tried it, and I wasn't a fan because I felt like it left too much room. Like, it was a size 1 as well. But there was a lot of, like, room I felt around the bum area and on the insides of the diaper. So my fear was that if you had a big, like, you know, explosion type of poop in that, I feel like it would easily escape the diaper. So I don't think I'm a fan of that. We'll stick to our Pampers. In terms of wipes, we use Huggies wipes. We use their sensitive care wipes. Just because it has less like chemicals and stuff in it. So I bought that since day 1, and we've been using that since day 1, and he's been perfectly good with it. Our diaper cream, I'll just grab that because it's right here. We use this diaper cream that I absolutely love. It's called the Grovia Magic Stick. There it is. It's kind of like a deodorant is how it is. So like, yeah, you unscrew it like a deodorant, and it rolls up like a deodorant and down. It's obviously meant just 1 stick per child, like no sharing of this for sure. And it just goes on their butt like deodorant. It's perfect. You don't have to get your fingers all gross and all that. Like, it's really, really good. And what I love most about it is the ingredients on it. It's petroleum free and all that other gross stuff. Like, the first, 5 or 6 ingredients of it are all like natural things. We're talking grapeseed oil, lavender, beeswax, jojoba oil, rosehip oil, shea butter. Like, it's pretty much like throughout it's all oils and then vitamin E. I don't think there's any actual chemical in it. So that's why I chose it, and I absolutely love it. One is like, if he does get a diaper rash, that's like legit. We use the zinc ones, and I'll just reach over and grab that right now as well. We use Infant Zinc is what it's called, and we got this from the hospital. It's a zinc oxide cream. I'm not sure if it's available like in the States or anything like that, because it says on it that it's made in Montreal, Quebec. But this is what we use if he does get a diaper rash, which is very rare. So yes, that covers that aspect of things for him. Clothing, we are in size 0 to 3. I finally bit the bullet the other day and said, Wemi, he does not fit into newborns anymore. Let it go. Like, I had a lot of outfits. I was like, oh, I love this outfit. But I was like, Wemi, let it go. This is not cute. Like, you're squeezing his little pee-pee. Like, not a cute look. So I finally got rid of all our newborns and put them in a bag for donations or giving away or whatever. But getting rid of them pretty much. So we're in size 0 to 3, and for some things we're in 3 to 6. It just depends on the brand, which is something that's interesting that I found out about babies or baby clothing, is that like adult clothing, all brands are not the same sizes. They say they're 0 to 3, some fit small, some fit large, and yeah, so that's something that I didn't know. There was a handy chart that I found on Pinterest that actually breaks it down for you, like, you know, the different clothing brands for kids, and the sizes and how much like weight they actually that actually applies to them. I'll pin that in the blog post that I attached to this on our website if anyone out there is interested. What else can we talk about? So we've talked about eating, we've talked about sleeping, we've talked about diapers, we've talked about clothing. What else happens to you? Oh, so we'll talk about like bathing and stuff. So again, like you guys know me, I'm all about like my natural products. So we use a baby shampoo body wash for him called Gia, I believe is the brand, GAIA. We use that for him and it's really great. No problems with it at all. Like, it's been used since day one, no reactions whatsoever. And to bathe him, we use bamboo washcloths. Let me reach and grab that as well. They look like this. It's kind of like almost like the muslin material, but yeah, it's a bamboo washcloth is what we use. Funny enough, so when he first came home, we used a regular washcloth. Like, you know, one of these joints, like just a regular washcloth. Because we received a bunch of those from people, so we used that. But I didn't feel like it was, you know, cleaning him properly because it wasn't really absorbing well and whatever. So I decided to, you know, go out there and buy sea sponge. So I bought natural sea sponge to use on him. Yeah, that was a terrible idea because he broke out like crazy. I think I might have already told you guys this in our regular vlog. But yeah, he broke out like crazy. It didn't happen right away. It happened probably like a day or two after I started using it. And then it just kept getting worse. And I was just like, what's going on with your face? Because the first time I just thought, you know, whatever, like babies have reactions, like things happen. I thought maybe it was just like a heat rash or something. And like second, third, fourth, fifth, a week later, it wasn't going away. And I was like, okay, I did something wrong. Like, I've done something that he's reacting to. So then Dave and I decided to do a process of elimination. And that was, let's go back to what we did from day one. Because what I also changed was what we used to, I guess, moisturize him. What we used to do when we first came home was we would alternate between grapeseed oil and coconut oil. So every other day, kind of like one day grapeseed, the other day coconut. We did that for a while. So when I changed to natural sea sponge, I also started using coconut oil, I believe, a lot. So I wasn't sure if it was the coconut oil he was reacting to or the natural sea sponge, but I was pretty sure it was the natural sea sponge. But Dave was like, you know what, let's eliminate both for a few days, see what happens, and then we'll reintroduce one, not the other, and see how it goes. So we did that. We eliminated both. His skin cleared right up, so I was like, all right, now we know it's one of those things. And then we reintroduced coconut oil, and he was completely fine. So I didn't even bother reintroducing the sea sponge. I was like, it's not that deep. Like, it was $5. No big deal. Let it go. So we've been using bamboo washcloth since then. A friend of mine recommended it, and it's really good. I really like how, like, soft and absorbent it is, and it's really good on their skin. So anyways, that's what we use. And to moisturize him, as I just mentioned, we use coconut oil and grapeseed oil, and we alternate. And I use that on his hair, his full body, like just everywhere. I slather it on. It's funny because he actually really likes the grapeseed oil. Whenever I put it on his face, he'll start kind of like melting. He doesn't get any, like, you know, digest any, but it is funny. And that's why I like using natural oils like that, because they're cooking type oils. So they're completely fine to digest. If it happened that he, like, you know, licked a little bit, it would be okay if he's not allergic to it or anything like that. But, like, I'm not feeding him oil, so don't get on me on that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if he gets on his lips and if he happens to lick his lips, it's okay. So anyway, so that's what we use for that. What else can I cover for you guys real quick? Our sleep routine, we don't do anything fancy with him at all because it's funny. Right now, we don't want him to depend on a certain thing to fall asleep. The only thing we want him to depend on is being in his crib and in his room means sleep, which apparently is working. That's the only thing we want him to depend on. So right now what we do is, yeah, we'll bathe him. Most of the time he'll eat after we bathe him. And then we'll read him a story if he's alert enough. If not, we don't bother, but we'll say our prayers, put him in his crib. If he's wide awake, whatever, deuces, have a good night, we love you. Put yourself to sleep, and he's pretty good at that. I'm going to say something on that. I've been reading articles on just sleep training and getting them to sleep through the night and things to do and things not to do. And one big thing that actually makes a lot of sense to me is the importance of putting your baby down while they're still awake, or like awake enough, you know what I mean? Because when they hit 6 months of age or so, they develop object permanence, which is when they're able to, I believe it's remember and track. And like, you know, see you leave the room and know you've left the room kind of a thing. They're able to have that memory and that recollection and all of that good stuff. So what happens is if your baby is trained to fall asleep with you rocking them or cuddling them, and then you put them down and leave, the second they wake up, they're going to freak out because they remember going to sleep in your arms, and now they're not in your arms. And they're like, whoa, what happened? Where am I? What's going on? And the interesting thing about that is the fact that them remembering that it's a good thing. Like, we want them to develop that way mentally and all of that stuff. But yes, it's important that they go to sleep on their own, because then that way they're not feeling like life changed up on them while they were asleep. An example that the author of the book I was reading gave was the fact that, imagine as an adult, if you fell asleep in your bedroom and woke up on the lawn, you would freak out too. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, how'd I get here? What happened? What's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You'd freak out. And that's how it is to them. It's like the environment change. It's like, what happened? Where am I? Why am I here? Someone help me, get me out of here, kind of a thing. So it was like, so the author was saying, if that kept happening to you over and over, at a point, you'll stop wanting to go to sleep because you'll be afraid of where you'll wake up when you fall asleep. So it's just really trying to train them to go to sleep while awake so that they see you leave and they know that, okay, I'm sleeping, I'm alone, I'm in my crib, this is my environment. They go to sleep, wake up, environment's the same. It hasn't changed much, and that helps them sleep through the night. And now if you're saying, why did they wake up? The wake up thing is actually very funny. So there was a sleep chart that I saw, and as adults, we actually wake up multiple times in the middle of the night. Most of it we're not aware of, like we'll, fluff our pillow, switch sides, whatever. We actually are awake, but we don't remember or really understand that. For them, it's the same thing, but when they do have that wake up, it's like we're able to just put ourselves back to sleep. If your child is not able to do that, when they wake up for those 3 seconds to, just naturally your REM cycle kind of a thing, then they can't fall back asleep because they don't know how to naturally soothe themselves back to sleep. So anyways, that's why it's important to do all that stuff. I said all that to say this. He's sleeping well right now. He's able to self-soothe at night. During the day, sometimes he's iffy, but at night he's able to self-soothe really well, and we're doing our darndest to keep that up as much as possible. Anything else to share about Alayo? My sweet boy. I don't think we have much else to really share. I don't know what these videos are supposed to be about really, but I know that some people have requested that I, do an update on him and blah blah blah, so I'll do it. That's my update. Update on me, I am doing well. My wound is fully closed up. You guys already knew that. It is still evident that it's a wound, like it's still swollen and all that. So I'm careful of what I wear and all that good stuff. Like, it's still not a pretty sight or anything like that at all. Very swollen. But I assume that's just going to take time because now the insides need to fully heal. So it is kind of what it is on that. And so yeah, I'm doing well on that aspect of things. And yeah, I think that's all there is about me to share on this whole subject. Have we covered everything, sweetheart? I think we have. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Oh, I guess I can share like what he's doing now actually. So he's doing, like, he's so excited now. I love watching him. So what does he do now? He's very chatty, very, very chatty. When he's like fed, especially when he wakes up from his morning nap, he is such a chatterbox. He's so content with life. Like, he will lay there, because usually when he wakes up from that nap, he's usually in bed, in like our bed, because I put him there and I get stuff done and whatever, and like sometimes I'll just sleep. But he wakes up and he'll just lay there and just chat and laugh and smile and kick and have a grand old time. So that's really been exciting to watch. He's developed those skills. He's developed the kind of concentrated stares, because I know that because he stalks me now. Like, when he sees me in the room, he's just like, ooh, mom, and then he'll just like follow me as I go wherever I go until I'm out of his sight. Then he'll stop and go back to what he was doing, but he does like watch me now. It's really funny. So that has happened. He's starting to reach up and grab his like toys, which is so awesome. I was so happy when he did that the other day. I was like, yay, proud mommy moments. It was really nice to see. So yes, he's done that as well. He's starting to smile back a lot, which I love. Like, oh my gosh, can't get enough of those smiles. Like, it takes a while sometimes for him to like warm up and smile, but once he does, it's just like he's such a smile and happy baby. He loves his changing pad. When I say he loves it, like, he loves it. You put him down on that thing and he's just like, yay, and just smiles and kicking and chatting. I don't know how, but he loves that changing pad. He also loves his kick and play piano. I put that in a vlog for you guys. Like, it's his favorite toy. You put him on that thing and he's kicking at that piano, and like whenever there's no sound, he'll like, there's like, it's almost like his brain's like, there's no sound. Kick again. Something's gonna happen, and he'll kick and the sound comes back. So it's really awesome to see him interact with his toys now, just a little bit, like not a lot, but a little bit. And yeah, I think I've covered all that I really can think of to cover with him. Again, as I said earlier, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to comment below. I'll answer whatever I can answer. And I will put a blog post up on our page, mymomentsoflove.com. What I'm going to do there is find one of those templates of like just completing your child's experiences for each month, and I'm going to put one of those up and just do it every month for his growth and development. So yeah, that's all we've got so far. You guys see these things here. He absolutely loves them. When I say like he loves them, he loves them. If he's in his room, he is staring at this board right here. Loves it. And it's just really sweet. Really, really sweet. But I'm glad he likes it. Yay! Anyways, random tangent I went on. We'll end the video there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll hopefully see you at a 4-month update. Hopefully I'll have a lot more to say by then. And, yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys, and bye from my sweet Alayo, who is sweating right now. Sweetheart. There we go. He says bye, guys. Bye!